Welcome to the Startup Funding Espresso. I'm Hall T. Martin, where we talk about how to raise funding and invest in startups and the time it takes to drink an espresso. If you have a question about startup funding or investing, please go to the website, startupfundingespresso.com, and type in your question into the chat bot in the lower right corner to receive an answer. I hope you enjoy this episode. Hello, this is Hall T. Martin with the Startup Funding Espresso, your daily shot of startup funding and investing. There are several options for funding the commercialization of technology. Here's a list of sources to consider. Self-funding. Consider putting some of your own funds into the business. This proves to others your commitment to the project. Make sure this funding goes to key enablers such as filing provisional patents, building prototypes, and forming a team. Your network. Pursue those you know to capture additional funding. This includes people you work with, family members, and friends. Use this money to establish a website, progress the prototype, and identify customers. Angels and venture capitalists. It may be too soon for many in the angel and VC world to fund your venture, but some may support you with small amounts. Government funding. Research available grants and contracts. The government supplies nearly half of the capital required to bring an innovation to the market through grants as well as contracts. Corporate funding. Pursue contracts from corporations for custom versions. Corporations see the benefits of new technology and will fund projects that apply the technology to solve their problems. Customer funding. Pursue anchor customers. Anchor customers have a specific need and will fund a project that provides a solution. Consider these options for funding your commercialization project. Thank you for joining us for the Startup Funding Espresso, where we help startups and investors connect for funding. Let's go start listening to today. Hall T. Martin is the director of Investor Connect, which is a 501c3 nonprofit dedicated to the education of investors for early-stage funding. All opinions expressed by Hall and podcast guests are solely their own opinions and do not reflect the opinion of Investor Connect. This podcast is for informational purposes only and should not be relied upon as a basis for investment decisions.